Did you know you can build an original app of your own using AI in just minutes? I'm going to do it right before your very eyes on today's episode of AI for Everyone. And welcome to AI for Everyone, the show that makes AI easy, useful, and fun. I'm Joel Comm, and I would appreciate it if you would take a moment to subscribe wherever you're watching or listening. And if you are listening on Spotify or on Apple Music, I would encourage you to go to the YouTube channel at AI for Everyone Show so that you can see the visuals that go with this particular episode. And I appreciate you subscribing, liking, and of course, commenting. I do respond to every comment. Over the past few months, I've built a number of things with AI. For example, the AI Made Simple book site at aimadesimplebook.com. This is my title that's coming out in December, and I would love it if you pre-order the book. This site was built in just 10 minutes using artificial intelligence. And before that, because myself and my fiance Erin are big fans of the New York Times daily games apps, I thought it would be interesting to try to build some original games. Well, I've alluded to these before. I haven't really shown you how I did it, but trust me, it was super easy, and you can check them out at games.aiforeveryone.show.com. Well, today I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to build your own app. Now, I choose to use Claude Code, but ChatGPT also has its own code interface built into it, and there's some other tools as well. Now, you're going to want to do this with Claude Desktop, and you could download this for either your Mac or your Windows PC. And once you have it set up, you simply go over to the tab that says Code right here. And then we're going to give it a prompt. Now, your imagination can take you to all kinds of places as far as what kind of app would be useful for you. But for the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to do something really simple that is kind of universal. Everybody eats out from time to time, and when you do, you like to tip. And so why don't we build a simple tip calculator that you can pull up on your phone and use anytime that you are dining out? First thing we're going to do is click a new session. We're going to paste our prompt. I'm going to say, build me a simple tip calculator as a single web page. I want a box to type in the total bill, buttons to pick a tip of 15, 18, 20, or 25%, and a box for how many people are splitting it. Then show me the tip amount, the grand total, and what each person owes. Make everything big and easy to read with warm, friendly colors, nothing fancy, just clean and inviting. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, let's go ahead and enter this prompt. When you do that, it's going to ask you to select a folder on your computer that Claude can work in. So I've created one on my desktop that is called Claude. It's going to ask if you can trust that workspace. Well, I just made it, so yes, we can trust it. If your PC or your Mac says you need to download something in order to be able to use code, that's fine, as long as you're using the app and it's suggesting that you install something. In this case, it wants to install something called Git for Windows that allows me to run local sessions. This is honestly the most challenging part of the whole thing. So since I'm using Windows, I'm going to go ahead and click the standalone installer and download that. And then I'm going to click to run and install it. You'll go through the typical installation process like you do for every program that you might download. And I'm just saying okay to all the defaults. This is something that you'll do just the first time that you use Claude Code. I know you might be saying, Joel, I'm not a programmer. I can't code. Well, neither am I. I can't do any of that. And now we're ready to go. So I've got my prompt. I hit enter. And now Claude Code is going to analyze my prompt, and it's going to build me a prototype that we can look at in any web browser. You could also see that as we're waiting for it to do what it's doing, it's telling us how much time it's going to take. I want you to notice that I didn't code anything. Claude has a built-in browser in it, so it will show you what it's created right here in the side panel. So here we go. Tip calculator, quick, friendly, fuss-free. The total bill for eating out tonight was $124.44. We're going to be generous and leave a 20% tip for the 3 people that went out this evening. And here you go. Here's the tip amount. We'll just round it up to $25, round this up to 150. Each person is paying approximately $50. There it is. It's that easy. Want to change the tip size? Let's be super generous because they were really great. And now we're going to give a 25% tip. But there was 4 of us that were there. And you could see it instantly shows you. That's it. We just built an app. But let's say we want to make some changes. This is the part I love. I still don't have to learn any code. I just tell Claude Code what I want to change. So we're going to put in here, this is great. I do like to compliment AI when it gets it right. 2 little tweaks: make the final numbers even bigger and add a round up button that rounds each person's share up to the nearest dollar. Enter that prompt. It's thinking about it, and watch right over here on the side. We're going to see these changes take place. 30 seconds later, tells me both of the tweaks are there. We have bigger final numbers and a round up button. So let's go ahead and say today we are spending $73.42, and we're going to tip 18%. We weren't as thrilled today. There was just 2 of us, and here's our tip amount. Now I click round up each share, and look at that. Each person, $44 for a grand total of $88. Let's add a couple more little tweaks to it just because I really love playing with this kind of thing to see what's possible. One more touch. At the very bottom, add a friendly message that says changes based on the tip. So if I tip 20% or more, have it say something cheerful like generous, your server thanks you. Kind of reinforce being a good tipper because wait staff work really hard and they have to put up with an awful lot. And as an aside, while it's doing this, even when I don't get good service at a restaurant, I'm grateful that I'm on the diner side of the equation and not having to be a server because I wouldn't enjoy that. And so I tend to tip generously anyhow. Maybe they're having a bad day. So here we go. Let's see if we type 25%, says, wow, so generous. Your server adores you. If I type 15%, hey, every little bit is appreciated. Let's make one more change here because we want this to be useful so that we can actually use it on our phone. So we want it to size properly. So my prompt is, last thing, let's make sure this looks good on my phone too, since I'll actually want to use it at restaurants. Makes perfect sense. Understanding exactly what I'm asking, it's now going to add some mobile polish to the little app that we just built. And this is really the whole point of it. It's not just a toy, it's something practical that we can use in the real world. And Claude now says, okay, we're tuned for phones. Your website, which is really all this is a web page, will look and feel right at the table. It fits any screen. There's no annoying iOS zoom. There's comfy tap targets. It says it's notch safe, so it works on edge-to-edge screens, and the numbers are very readable. And just like that, we built an app that had not existed before using code without writing a line of code. Maybe you've got some ideas for an app that you'd like to try building. In fact, I just asked Claude to say, hey, what creative ideas do you have for an app that somebody who's listening might want to try building? And this is what it told me. A personal recipe box. Store your own family recipes in one place with a button to scale the servings up or down. Home inventory for insurance. A room-by-room list of your valuables, what they cost and when you bought them. Daily medications and routine tracker. A trip packing list generator. You tell it where you're going to go and for how long. Make sure you don't forget anything. What am I really paying for? Subscription tracker. Oh boy, that's a good one because I find myself realizing a year later that I've been paying for a service that I signed up for and aren't using. How about a countdown to a big day like a vacation, or in my case, a wedding? A gift idea keeper, a savings growth calculator, the what's for dinner decider, and the 1 line a day memory journal. These are just some ideas that Claude came up with on a whim. Imagine what you could do if you really put some thought into what would be practical and useful for you. So I hope you try it, and I want you to let me know what it is that you build. Of course, you can find me on X at Comm and would love to hear from you. So if this has been useful, please share this episode with somebody else. And of course, make sure you're subscribed. I appreciate you watching and or listening. And remember, AI is for everyone, including you. Catch you next time.